Superman is a pop culture icon beloved across all generations. And tomorrow, June 19th, the cast of his latest on-screen incarnation, led by the new Clark Kent, David Corenswet, kicks off their global tour right here in Manila. But before all that, we're joined by someone who's been bringing the Man of Steel to life for years, cosplayer Gerard Sison. Hi, Gerard, but I don't want to call you that. Good morning, Superman.
It's a beautiful day.
I am lost in your beautiful blue eyes.
When I met the original Lois Lane, Margot Kidder, that's what she noticed. Your eyes are so blue. They're so blue. Is that real? You know,
Yeah.
she's afraid of contact lenses and she's blind as a bat. So when she was staring at my eyes, wow.
Yeah, so if you guys see me just staring at you, it's the eyes.
That's the reason why.
Right?
Yeah.
But your story is amazing, how you actually started becoming and wearing your Superman costume. Let's talk about that and how you survived a heart attack and what inspired you and how you're inspiring other people as well by being Superman.
When I was a kid, you know, I brought my drawings. I was prep and brought it to school, and my playmates tore it up. And I was brave. I didn't cry or anything, but I said, oh, the world's not ready for what you can do. And you grew up like Clark Kent, exactly. You could do these things, but you couldn't show the world. You didn't know, you'd be judged, you know. So I was quiet. Then I grew up with Filmation, Superman, Super Friends, George Reeves, and when I saw the 1978 movie Superman, the movie, oh, I want to be that. I want to be that. But then life continues and you do that. And at 46 and 11 months, I got a heart attack. And from years of my daytime job is doing funerals. I officiate funerals. And all this negative energy, but I was uplifting people, but like a candle, I was burning out.
Yeah.
So it takes its toll. And after that, I said, well, what now? I didn't do, I still do some funerals for special cases, but what now? And it said, what? And I had a Dumbledore costume because we had a fundraiser for our batch, and I wore it, and they said, why don't you wear it in ToyCon? Okay. And so I wore it in ToyCon, and I couldn't get in because people were taking pictures. So, hey, Dumbledore, hey, Professor, they were calling me the right name.
Yeah.
And oh boy, and but days before that, Green Lantern came out. And I saw the Lantern Corps. There's a Lantern Corps in the Philippines.
Wow.
They wear Green Lantern costumes, and these were adults. I said, wearing tights? Wow, I wish I had the guts to wear that, but not green. And then I did the ToyCon thing, and just the day before, I looked at a limited edition Christopher Reeve costume from Argentina. It's made from the same fabric that they stopped making already. So they offered #1 to the US, and I said, how much is it? And they told me the price, and would you like to buy it? Oh, I don't have the money for it. I don't have the occasion to wear it. I don't have the body for it. But one afternoon as Dumbledore, hey, I think I can pull this off. So I ordered it. I told my trainer, we're gonna fit into that costume in a few months. And that was snail mail. And oh God, it took 3 months and it came, and I said, I didn't blow my money. And I put it on, and I was so conscious pilot, you know, I could not dress up at home, and you know, people see me. So I checked into the hotel behind SMX, and I said maybe I'll walk, but it was typhoon, so I didn't. And I went to the basement, I drove there, and 20 bikers were there and said, it's Superman, and everyone started posing. And oh my God, by the time I went up the escalator in SMX, I was Superman. You know, you kind of own the character.
Yeah.
You know, you're not some guy in a costume, and that's why it's called cosplay. You play, you make it real. You know, when children meet you, they'll remember, oh, I met Superman. Oh, you saw the movie? No, I met Superman.
Right.
That's what you want.
I need to interrupt you because we're showing the photo here. that means a lot to you.
Margot Kidder.
That's when she told you your eyes were blue, right?
Her eyes were blue, and she is such a lovely. She's my Lois Lane, but I love all the Lois Lanes.
100%. You know what, Superman? I love the story because you could feel that how putting on the suit gave you almost superpowers. It feels like, at least it made you feel that way.
It's a gift. I mean, at my age, okay, I'm 61 years young. Superman doesn't age. It's a gift. How many senior citizens can put this on, and people still want a picture with you?
Yeah.
Right.
That is a gift. You must share it until you can. And maybe when I'm old and gray, maybe I'll be Jarrell. I am Jarrell.
You were. I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. But you gotta prepare. I got a pandemic body. From overeating. And last December 30, I made the decision. I'm gonna walk every day until the movie opens, and I did that. 100 days of walking, and 10 pounds went. Carrying a foreigner. I mean, wow, it's.
I mean, look, it's been an incredible journey, and of course, June 19 tomorrow is going to be a big day for a lot of Superman fans here in the Philippines, especially with the cast coming here. And we were talking a while ago. It feels like it's such a big deal because not just the cast, the producer, the whole group is coming over. I mean, how big is that? First for the communities that you're a part of, and of course, for all the fans out there who have the opportunity to discover Superman the way you did in a different way.
And to note too, this is the start of their world tour. They're starting it here in Manila. Like instead of LA, London, whatever, they chose Manila. So I don't know why.
Well, I was in the pre-planning stage. Last year, they consulted us fan groups and how can we make this reception good. And as luck would have it, Trump's tariffs diverted the tour. No China, no India. So,
that's so good.
And we happened to apply, and we had a good campaign, and we have a good fan group. And let's see, I'm meeting them tomorrow, and it's gonna be a beautiful day too.
I'm so excited for that, and I'm so excited for you to meet the fans. But I want to ask you a personal question. You don't have to answer. How long does it take you to put your tights on? How long does it take you to become Clark Kent?
In the olden days, it was 2 hours. Now, I did it in about 45 minutes. This is one of my few costumes I can't dress myself up because there's a concealed zipper there. My mom was awake, so I made her zip.
A bit of help.
She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it.
Oh.
It's just too. I asked two helpers to do it. It took a while because, it zips up when there's nobody in there. But when it's body fit, it takes a while. It's like you're a sausage. So.
That's so funny. It's just great because I remember
last weekend I was Superman and we had a Star Wars pictorial, and I have this officer uniform, so I had to put on the uniform on top
underneath.
And they posted that Superman is a rebel spy.
That's so good.
But then after that, I took it off and I was Superman again.
You
there,
are.
There's my rebel.
There! Oh my gosh!
Colonel.
I can't even recognize you
That's
there.
Colonel Duet, the alter ego of Han Solo.
Yeah, it's again 501st. He's a part of that as well. For those who don't know what a 501st is, look them up because what they do in terms of Star Wars.
We are movie perfect costumes.
Yeah.
We like you jumped out of the screen.
It's so great. I mean, and I've seen some of the premieres of Star Wars here in the country, and they're always there. That's so great. Is he into cosplaying as well?
Oh no! That
Oh,
son.
that son. My bad.
I do have children, not that.
When you take a look, let's not dive into that. But when we take a look at we go back to Star Wars rather, the Superman here. Obviously, it feels like almost James Bond like, when there's a new Superman, people are like, oh, is he the right one? Does he have the Superman qualities? What do you feel are the qualities of Clark Kent, of Superman, that has to come out every time they put him out on screen?
That he's good, that he's for truth, justice, and the world way, maybe not the American way anymore. I mean, they said he was too good, he's too corny like that. But no, I mean, Captain America for the Marvel Cinema Universe, it worked. Being good works. So I think this is our chance. I mean, there were iterations through the year. Smallville was what if Clark Kent never became Superman? And Superman Returns, what if there was a sequel? And then Man of Steel, what if he was treated like an undesirable alien? We're getting a real Superman now. He's blue, he's red, he's yellow, and he smiles. And he's got a relationship with people.
One of the things that I understand was a debate, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, was whether or not this particular iteration of Superman should be wearing trunks.
Oh, that's the input of David Corenswet himself. Because Zack Snyder and James Gunn were debating, and as Snyder said, I couldn't integrate the trunks, and Corenswet said, he's imposing. But when you put the trunks, it humanizes him. It makes him approachable to children. And I thank David Corenswet for bringing it back. It actually breaks down the blue.
Yeah.
When you put it there. And that was the first thing I thought of when I did the Reeve version, because it was a problem for Christopher Reeve himself that was he veering there or there. It has to be in the same position every time.
Yeah, I get
and
that.
So that was the first thing that I said after I figured that out. Yeah, I can be Superman.
Yeah.
That's
And
funny.
you look great, and you're killing it being Superman.
Thank
And
you.
speaking of Superman, we've had lots of Supermans apart from you. We've had Christopher Reeve, Henry Cavill, Dean Cain, and Tom Welling. Who would you say your favorite Superman
Christopher Reeve is the OG, and I think that's the gift given to me. I don't quite look like him, but I can channel him, I think. I mean, people get that Superman vibe. But the best compliment I got from around the world, which, said, you don't look like Christopher Reeve. You look like Superman. And that stopped me in my track, when you make it real. And sometimes, it's just on you when you're not wearing the costume, people get that vibe. And it's amazing. It's a gift. It has to be shared.
Right.
Yeah. I love the fact that this has brought you around the world. You get such amazing reactions wherever you are. Is there any particular moment wherein you were wearing that costume and you felt like, wow, this is special. This is a core memory that will never go away?
Well, apart from meeting the whole cast and representing Christopher Reeve and Marlon Brando, I was in Russia wearing Red Sun. Red Sun is a what if he was Superman and he went into Russia. I had the gray shirt with the Russianized S symbol, and I was there in Red Square taking photos, but I had the red scarf, and people stopped and had pictures with me.
Wow.
And you're him without wearing the entire costume, and that's amazing. I'll remember that always, because these are Russians. It's
You
a
wouldn't
different
expect
culture.
it.
Right.
It's a different culture, but they kind of knew it's Superman. I think the red boots kind of gave me away. I do have red boots in real life that are wearable.
Okay, yeah. But speaking of real life, because look, you come in, I know you personally, at least a fan of your work, because whenever I would attend any sort of movie premiere, I wouldn't be surprised seeing you. To be quite honest, like in costume, I would see you from far away, like, I know him. And I see you all the time. I'm curious though, who is Gerard Sison out of the costume?
Gerard Sison is actually an introvert. It's funny, I'm actually more Bruce Wayne in real life. I don't want to be bothered. Don't say good morning to me. I just want to go invisible. That's the Clark Kent part.
Yeah.
But when you put it on, then you turn it on and you become ambivert. And yes, I'm willing to meet people like it. But the default is actually quiet, brooding, introspective, artistic, a loner. I'm alone without being lonely. I enjoy my company. I like watching movies alone. I like eating alone without merong pinagdadaanan.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a, and it kind of, the alter ego works, then when you put it on for people, and it's not a put on, it's still yourself, but a different part of yourself.
I have a slightly personal question to wrap things up here, because obviously that's such a deep thing that you just shared. And what does it mean to you to be able to go into these many characters and to make people happy at the same time? Because you always say like, hey, people have a photo with you, but then what I'm sure you love also is the reactions that they have when they see you. Just what is it that draws you into this over and over again, that makes you put on that suit, makes you take on a different character day in, day out?
If you almost died 15 years ago, then everything is borrowed time. Everything's a gift. And whatever you can give back to people, give it, whoever you are, as yourself, as somebody else, and make that somebody else real for them. I think that's it.
Wow, Superman Gerard, you're so inspiring. We really appreciate you coming this morning. For our viewers who want to find you or want to take a picture with you or reach out to you, where can they find you?
Oh, a little tough, but I usually go to the toy cons. Tomorrow we will be in this Superman Look Up event and in Bridgetown and MOA. And look me up in Super Gerard Sison in Instagram and connect. I've made a lot of friends there, never met before, and then we finally met in person.
Love it. Again, thank you so much for coming
Monique.
this
Thank you, Paolo.
morning. That was Gerard Sison, our very own Superman.